The Twin Cities, Minneapolis. That's the scene for the Bulls. A 6'8" creator, Josh Giddey, makes the hardwood his canvas and looking for another masterpiece as they wind it up for action at the Target Center. Bulls, T-Wolves. We'll be right back for the tip. Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Matas Buzelis.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And the starting group for Chicago. Dosunmu is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White, then it's Ball, and it's Giddey in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Ball against Conley. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Ball with the rebound. Here's White. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Down low. Here's Conley. Now Reid. There's the triple. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And that one's good from Conley.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
Here's McDaniels. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Reid, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
And that one falls for Reid. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. And he makes both free throws. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Shoots it from the high post. White can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Edwards, the pass to Conley. And here's McDaniels. Now here's Gobert, covered by Vucevic. Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And check out the NBA's top three-point shooters over the course of the past month. Naz Reid is second.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
On defense, the Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. White, good.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Edwards against White. Edwards, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And the basket by Gobert.
Yeah, inside, Gobert can be a true monster, using his size and reach very effectively.
Ball, a screen on Reid. Dosunmu with it, working on Reid. Clock at 6. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Giddey. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe.
McDaniels from long range. Bulls trail by 3. It's Giddey on the wing. McDaniels covering. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Mike Conley.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Williams is checked in for Chicago. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, nice read by Gobert. When he's providing an assist, that is a big bonus.
For Chicago, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. It's Vucevic, high post. Over Gobert. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Still so consistent from the mid-range. This has been a staple of Vucevic's game for a long time.
Now here's Reid. Last game with 30. Pass to Edwards. Inside. Vucevic with a steal. Conley against Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Edwards. It's White with a drive. Uses the glass on the layup. White's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Minnesota in the lead. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. And Reid with a basket on the assist from Edwards.
Not easy inside there for Reid, but he made something happen.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Edwards for 3. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 6 points.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
A deep 3 from Ball. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back after this word. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, It spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Buzelis out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Smith. Then there's Kevin Huerter. And it's Giddey in at the one. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
That free throw, no good. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
He hits the second from the line. Will stand for the Bulls. The DeRozan, Levine, Vucevic era didn't lead to the playoff success they'd hoped for.
No, Brian, 2 losses in the play-in tournament and just 1 playoff appearance, which resulted in a quick first-round exit. Changes were definitely necessary.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Ingles finds McDaniels. Here's Garza. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And Stan, after they traded for Rudy Gobert, it took some time for the Wolves to gel.
It did, Brian. He's a unique player, and it's a process. But obviously a 14-win improvement last season. They have found their identity as a defensive juggernaut.
Now here's Huerter. Still without a bucket. And the shot goes.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Dillingham. Giddey defends. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Ingles. Here's McDaniels. Misses the layup.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Smith finds Huerter. Fires the 3. Garza grabs the board. Outside Huerter. It's Giddey on the wing. Second chance effort. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, what determination by Giddey inside. Taking the foul and taking his shot.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for McDaniels. He does not get the second one. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Shot is up. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Dillingham. Edwards has got 8.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Herter. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And there it is for him. Giddy's got 8 here in this quarter.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Hey, guys. Arguably the most exciting move on draft night was the Wolves trading up to acquire Rob Dillingham with the number 8 pick. Dillingham is known as the top shot creator in this rookie class, but defense has been something to keep an eye on. So where better to go than an elite defensive team that needed just another player to take them over the top offensively? The Wolves look at Rob Dillingham as a potential point guard of the future to replace Mike Conley Jr., guys.
A big test. Shams, thank you. And he can't get the first one. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Good on the second one.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
Pass to Vucevic. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
And that one falls for Vucevic.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
And so Vucevic nails both of them.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Outside Reed. Launches the 3. They grab their own miss. And the jam by Gobert.
Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge dunk.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Bulls have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Over Gobert. And again, no good by Chicago.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. A decent start to the season. They're 7th in the conference, but hoping to climb higher.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3. Reed's got 7 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now Vucevic, defended by Gobert. Low block shot. And Gobert with a block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
The Bulls trail by 3. White can't hit. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 5. 11 seconds left in the first half of this game. Shot clock at 6. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shoot 2.
And he drops the first. And so Vucevic nails both of them.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
1 second left. Unable to get that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. The Bucks will face off against the Hornets in Charlotte. That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now. They're in the midst of a close game.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid, and it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Over McDaniels. And it's Giddey missing. Minnesota leading by 3 to the paint. Goes back up. And McDaniels with the layup.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Ball outside. Back to Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. Vucevic, a screen on Reed. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
The Frenchman, Gobert.
Too much. Rudy Gobert can take a lot of contact down low.
Outside White. And there's the drive. Misses from short range. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And when it comes to getting high percentage looks, here are the big men who know how to get it done. Number 5, Rudy Gobert.
The challenge for bigs is not only to create high percentage looks, but to also finish consistently. This group, they do just that.
And having bigs who can score efficiently in the paint provides a great counterbalance to the perimeter shooting that we see so many teams possess.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Dosunmu, right side. Ball against Conley. 11 feet out. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Ball's got 6. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time. And I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best. And
so Ball nails both of them. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Leading by 5. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game, and they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Dosunmu on the wing. Five on the clock. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Reed. The kick out to Conley from outside the arc. He can't get it to go. The Bulls trail by 5. Coach, one guy who's shown a lot of growth on the offensive side of the ball is Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, it seems like the game is slowed down for him, and that's why everything he does looks better now. His first step, his decision-making, all of it, Brian.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. To the inside, Gobert. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. Pass to Smith. And here's Herter. Ingles defending. Herter passes to Dosunmu. Picked by Smith. Here's Williams. Shot clock at 5. Reed with the rebound.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Alexander Walker. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside White. Pass to Smith. Dosunmu on the wing. Launches it. Counted from distance. Dosunmu's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Here's Dillingham. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul. And Minnesota making a change here. Garza's checked in. Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Here's Dillingham. He's guarded by White. Just 5 on the clock. Tipped. Here's Herter. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Reed. 7 points in the game. Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to White. For the tie. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Ingles. Here's Garza. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Minnesota leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Trey Jones is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Williams. And it's Smith in at the 5, down low. Here's Dillingham. Cash money from 16 feet away. Dillingham's gotten his first basket of the night. Bulls trail by 4. Jones feels it out. From down in the low post, it goes.
Jones gutting it out in close.
Here's Dillingham, defended by Jones. Pass to Minot. Now here's Alexander Walker. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Minot's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Jones drives in. Pass to Smith. Back to Jones. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Now here's Smith. Back to Jones. Williams with the screen. Jones' shot is good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Minnesota leading by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. The shot by Garza, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. Pass to Smith. Huerter with it. And here is Williams. Huerter up top. Dillingham with a rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. It goes on Patrick Williams. Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season, Grant, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
A line change here for Chicago.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Bulls trail by 6. Ball outside. Back to Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. Vucevic, a screen on Reed. Dosunmu outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. Here's Gobert, covered by Vucevic. Here's Dillingham, and he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. White finds ball. Back to White. Now Vucevic, defended by Gobert. Vucevic, the pass to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic, a screen on Reed. Lets it fly. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Edwards. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bulls trail by 8. Ball left side. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Assertive play by Ball inside. Not letting a close defender just shut him down.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
And he's unable to get the second one. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Here's Dosunmu. Minnesota with a rebound. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. White against Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Minnesota again missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Ball, a screen on McDaniels. Vucevic against Gobert. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, Vucevic did a good job of feeling the defense there and worked his way into a trip to the line.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Vucevic nails both of them.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
Up top, Edwards. He's guarded by White. Edwards, that's good.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead, but time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Vucevic gets the bucket.
Big Vooch with a big bucket. That is clutch.
Edwards looking it over. Edwards is doubled. Pass to Gobert. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Pass to Conley. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back, because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.